Glad to have you along from Rice-Eccles Stadium in Salt Lake City. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration, Senior Day. It's the Baylor Bears and the Utah Utes. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you here in the booth, and Holly Rowe keeping an eye on all of the storylines down on the sideline. Holly?
Guys, I caught up with the Utah head coach before the game. He loves how his team has come out and dominated in the conference so far this season, but he understands the road gets even harder now. He's talked to his team about getting off to a fast start, that's important to set the tone here today. They want to keep that undefeated streak alive in conference play, but it all begins right now. We'll see if they can do it against a very tough opponent. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. He'll bring it out. It's Williams. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Trying to quiet this crowd, DJ Lagway. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Throwing, Lagway. Makes the grab. Real power running by this guy as he bangs his way to the 24.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the end route there.
Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. From the gun on 3rd down, Lagway. Got a big paw up there and knocks it down incomplete.
And this offense coming out slow, man. Kind of frustrating because you had that bye week last week. What do? You go back and self-scout, look at yourself. What can I do better? And then you come out in the first quarter, and you're not playing great out the gates. They got to find themselves in a little rhythm, knock off some of that bye week rust.
The one thing that can derail this offense, a bunch of 3-and-outs. They won't do that here, but they might go 4-and-out if they don't convert. 4th down, Lagway. He'll pull it down and run. At the 35, he's got room. Turning it on. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
How nice is it to be an offensive coordinator and you call a pass play, but your guy turns it into an explosive run? Like, that is so much fun to call. Good protection up front, but he just sees space so well. They drop back. He finds the hole.
Ball is loose. Recovered by the defense, and he's off.
And this guy's starting to have a knack, just an ability to find the football, to make big plays. Some guys are just built like that. He gets the fumble here. Last week he had 2. Man, just finds the football in big moments.
Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Now here's Lagway. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Lagway from the gun on 3rd down. He's got the tight end. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues.
This is a hard defense to run to the outside against because of their speed. You saw in that last play their ability to go sideline to sideline, win at the point of attack as they shut down that sweep.
Yeah, and it's also hard when you get in the red because what do on defense? We bring in all the big bodies, so there's not a lot of space in there to run. I like getting the ball in the perimeter. You toss it out there, you run it back.
And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Baylor.
How about that first drive? The hardest thing to do in college football is win on the road. They're the underdog coming into a hostile environment. What do? Possession one, go right down the field and shut everybody in this building up.
And they had the extra point to finish the drive. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. The run inside. It's Bray. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Sends it back in motion. Here's Sellers to throw. Under fire. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball.
Well, if this offense is going to win this game, and down the road, if they're going to reach the college football playoff and hope to win a national championship, they have got to keep this quarterback clean. You couldn't do it on that last play.
Sellers lined up in the gun on 3rd down. Gets away. Throws to the wideout. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. The Utes line up to punt it away. Gets his first one of the day away, and that matches his total from that victory last week. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Flagway. Fires to the middle. It's picked off. That's 18 of those this season. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. Great place to start for this offense. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Oh, he's got some space. They finally get him on the ground, but not before he rips off enough for a first down. From the 17-yard line, threatening to score on 1st and 10. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. And he used that spin move to put him in the spin cycle and gain extra yardage. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Motion from the wide receiver. Reads it, fires complete. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's 3rd best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
I think one of the keys to this defense's success all season has been how good they've been stopping the run. They are a top 10 unit when it comes to rushing defense, and it's helped them out this year down in the red zone.
Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Utah! Extra point here will tie the game. And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And closed the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. He'll bring it out. It's Williams. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Just gets it to the 20, a pickup of 1.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Here's Lagway to pass. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Third down from the gun, DJ Lagway. Zings it complete to the right. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
Really good job by the defense, understanding third down, the situation of the game. I play a little bit deeper, take away the...
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Lagway to throw for it on 4th. Takes a hit as he releases it and just spiked it right into the ground.
Aggressive. You want to be aggressive. You want to take chances, and you tell your team about it all week, and you come out, you get an opportunity in the first half to go for it on 4th down. You shot your shot. The problem is now you put your defense in a bad situation early in this game where you're going to have to try to find a way to get a stop and create some momentum.
Keeps it and gets past the chains. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business for the 1st and goal.
And it's just so fun to be a play caller when you got a QB that can do that. Like, it's a pass play. Nope, he pulls it down, chews up yardage, gets a 1st down, and both...
Big guy tries to barrel in, and he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Utes! They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. And he's going to bring this one out. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Lagway wants to throw. Got a man in the middle. Oh, a lot of space. At the 20. Into the house. Touchdown, Baylor!
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And he's not going to take the touchback. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Running inside. It's Bray. They stop him after a 6-yard run out to the 24.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Sellers. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. Entertaining first quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. the field. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Bray. Guys, it's almost impossible to overstate the importance of this game. The result might well be the cut line between really good bowl and the playoffs.
It's a really good point, Reese, because at this point of the season late, this is a resume builder, and this might be the win that you need to improve your status and impress the committee so that they put you in the college football playoff.
Yeah, in these top 10 games, they get more attention. More people are there, more people are covering, more people are talking about it, more people are spreading it. So obviously to do it on this stage will go a long way to determining whether this team gets in the playoff.
Stepping to the right. Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Well, he was rolling to his right, and because of that, I don't know if it affected the timing between him and his wide receiver. They just weren't on the same page on that one as the defense comes away with the INT.
Baylor sends out the offense to go to work. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Throwing, Lagway. Right on the money. Knocked down at the 29-yard line. Picked up 15 yards on the play, and he's got a first down.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Looking to throw, it's Lagway. Takes a shot. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
Such a nice job in pass protection. You got the corner route there to the tight end. It's going to take the big fella a little while to get to that area of the field, so you got to build a nice pocket for the quarterback to throw from. And all 5 guys up front doing their job individually, working together in tandem beautifully. That's what really allowed that play to work.
Lowers those pads. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
This has been a real fun game to call, guys, because we've got 2 quarterbacks that are getting it done on the ground. Both of these guys have had tremendous success. That time the defense wasn't in position. They weren't able to rally to him.
He caught it, and he will score. Touchdown, Bears. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I'll tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
This will not be returnable as it sails out of the back of the end zone. Here comes the Utah offense to get this drive started. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
Yeah, and it's a nice decision by the quarterback when you run these RPOs. Man, if you can give it to him and you can get such positive yards like that, continue to do it. Make that defense react a different way, then I'll throw the football.
Quick completion to the right. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
Throws a nice completion there for a first down. This guy has been the biggest key to this team's success all season long. He's shown up in big moments. He's won big games. He's putting up big numbers, and that's why he's in the discussion to win.
Breaks into the open. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. And the Utes come to the line with a new set of downs. Wide receiver comes in motion. Throwing, Sellers. Moving out to the right. He's going to run it. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels.
You just can't say enough about this quarterback and how important his legs are to their success for this season, for this game, and really for this drive. Earlier, when he called his own number, it was a big gain. He does it again. He's got the knack for just understanding when to throw it, when to take off and run. You saw it right there.
Run inside. It's great. He'll be knocked down, but not before doling out some punishment and getting 7.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early enough. And there are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Down to the 16-yard line. It's 1st and 10. From the gun. Give on the inside. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Here's Sellers to throw. Fires into the end zone. Fires into the end zone, incomplete. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. Sellers from the gun on 3rd down. Escapes the pressure to his right. And he's forced out of bounds close to the goal line, and that shove saved a touchdown.
And both these quarterbacks, man, they're showing off their ability to take off and scramble and make plays. Right here, it's a design pass. He's looking to make a play. What does he do? He sees some space, captures it, makes the big play with his feet, gets another 1st down. This guy...
And he's in! Touchdown, Utah!
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's shown it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
And the extra point splits the uprights. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Just a little too eager there, and they'll back up 5, and it's 1st and 15. Lagway. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. They got him down pretty quickly after the pick, but now they've got it at the 15-yard line. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Pulls it and fires to the left. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
We're trying to throw the wide receiver screen and pick up that 1st down, but the defense just too much speed getting to the ball carrier on that one.
Pulls and fires complete to the right. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Utes!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he's stopped. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Here's Lagway to pass. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete.
But how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Lagway will try to get it from the gun on third down. Makes the grab on the left. They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling. The Bears call a timeout. That'll be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The Bears will have it 1st and 10. Looking for a man. It's Lagway. Oh, they're after him. Complete to the right. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 44-yard line, and this offense has it going.
This tight end is such a weapon because he can line up all over the field. That time he starts in the slot. He's running the corner route against zone coverage, and he's just got athleticism and wiggle and the ability to separate and make big plays. So nice to have a target like that.
Lagway wants to throw. Looking to the big tight end. A strike downfield. Gets it to the 37. Clock stops to move the chains. Timeout taken by Baylor. It's second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Gets the back moving. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Motion from the back. The flag and another delay of game penalty. They do know there's a play clock up, right? They'll decline that penalty. Obviously very happy with results of the play. 1st and 10 coming up. Throwing, Lagway. It's complete on the right side. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. The Bears can really attack on this 2nd and short. To throw, it's Lagway. Here's a heat. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business. So the offense doesn't want to take a chance here. They'll just come out and take a knee and wrap up the half. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Fellas, welcome into the Week 13 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. So many seasons on the line. We start with a look in on BYU. taking on the number 8 team, the Colorado Buffaloes.
He's brought down at the 30, but a productive return after deciding to bring it out.
And it's the Cougars, able to pull off the upset in this one, but by the narrowest of margins. The victory closes the chapter on a 5-7 regular season. Disappointing, but those seniors go out with a victory. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside Pac-12.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throwaway.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Sellers from the gun on 3rd down. He's going to take off. He got it out to the 34-yard line. Not enough for the first down. Let's see if they punt it away.
You know, you wonder sometimes if this quarterback, because of the success he's had earlier in the game, running the ball, just thinks every time I scramble, something good is going to happen. I think that time, guys, he should have stayed in the pocket.
Guys, look at this. A surprise. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th down. Fourth down, Sellers. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. The definition of 4-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere, just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do, but maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble, but they get the first down. Nothing to worry about, Reese.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Red pass, it's complete. Crosses the 35, out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play, spotted at the 32.
And man, this guy's shown you the whole gamut, the whole arsenal. Like, he can run, he can throw, he can handle the moment, he can handle pressure. I'm interested to see how he finishes this season. He's already in the top 10 in total touchdowns, rushing and passing. Had a phenomenal year. Now is the time late in the season when you can go win those individual awards.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? I mean, I just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. Trying to make magic with his feet. There he goes. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down.
His running ability has been, I think, the biggest key for his offense's success so far in this game. That time on the RPO, nobody open, and he just takes off running. And we've seen him do it in a variety of ways.
Picked off. That's number 15 on the year. Trying to take it back.
Hey, guys, I tell you what, man, they went into half. They were ready to rock and roll to start this second half. They put a nice drive together, and then it's just about managing the game, right? Don't take points off the scoreboard. I start to get an area where I'm in field goal range. I'm getting ready to score a touchdown. Be smart with the football. He gets just a little greedy, and the defense makes him pay.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Flagway throws to the tight end, and he dropped it. Just didn't look the thing all the way in.
Well, it's an unfortunate drop by the tight end there, and he's a guy they just have not been able to get him involved in this football game. We're here in the second half, and this guy still doesn't have a catch.
The mighty Utah student section alive and bringing the noise on 3rd down. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And the defense is swarming to keep him from getting to the 1st down. Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. Fourth down, Lagway. Throws to the back. Converts on fourth down. Still going. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's fourth down. You're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
Another interception. That's his fourth of the day. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Here's a gift to Parker. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read. Read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
Third and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on fourth down. Fires to the tight end. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
If you're going to be a quarterback in the Heisman race, you've got to win games and you got to put up big numbers, and that's exactly what this guy has done all season long. Top 10 in the nation in passing yardage, and he's the biggest reason why they've been winning.
7-yard pickup on that one. Is now 2nd and 3.
Love the push by the offensive line on that RPO play. Look how they just work the single teams and the double teams. You see linemen chipping off of their guys and climbing into the second level and getting a hat on the linebacker. That's why those types of plays are successful.
Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Finds a crease at the 20. Touchdown, Utah! Once he got some room, it was over.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
And he got that extra point through. No slipping on the snow. It was good. On the move from inside his 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Here's Lagway to pass. Fakes to grab. Gain of right at 7 yards, 2nd and 3 coming.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
That last completion left him with 2nd and 3. Let's see how aggressive they are. Dropping back, it's Lagway. Bought a little time, lets it go. Makes the grab. Knocked down at the 44, but he got 15 on that one.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Lagway wants to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Just a Baryshnikov-like move on the sideline to tap that toe and get the first down. Very close to putting a bow on this one. Gives us a minute to check out the top 25 here in the final week of the season and to wonder what type of impact this result will have on these rankings. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. wants to throw it again. He'll pull it down. Trying to scramble his way free, but that defense does a great job, and there's no gain on the play.
QBs do a really good job of feeling pressure and trying to get away from it. You can see he wants to, but there's nowhere to go. Great job by the defense, getting him to the ground for no gain.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Fights off a defender. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
Defenses have had their hands full slowing this guy down all season long. It's the speed, and it's the open field running ability and vision. That's why he's second in the nation in rushing yards, and that's why he's square in the conversation for the Heisman Trophy.
Throwing, Lagway. Looking for the goal line, and he's gonna take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears! The Bears have the answer.
And I love the decision by the quarterback, finding his playmaker, getting him the football quickly so that he can make something happen after the play and get 6.
Oh, that's like blowing the layup or the 3-inch putt. Missed the extra point. They marched 79 yards to the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Utah has it back, and the offense coming onto the field. That last score the defense allowed made it a 1-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have. Turning it on! That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets him to the 32.
Yeah, he's done a great job all game long, making the right decisions, but knowing when to pull it and continue to keep drives alive. He's continuing to make the right decision time and time again.
On the ground, it's Gray. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Off the RPO, complete. Turns it on in midfield. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. He's at the 10. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. And this offense not only has a chance to extend the lead on 1st and goal, but they can also drain the clock. Running inside, it's Brown. And he charges across the line. Touchdown, Utes! That might be the proverbial 4th quarter dagger as they try to finish off their 12th straight win.
And man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the 4th quarter, everything going in their direction.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Okay, guys, the Bears offense comes onto the field. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. Back open in the middle. Oh, he's got some space. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. After the big play to start, now they are on the move at their own 45. Lagway. Firing to the right, complete. At the 35, he's open. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28. And the Bears peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. Back to throw, it's Lagway. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And that doesn't happen very often. That's their go-to guy. I love the way they move him around the field, and they try to attack the middle with him to get the ball in his hands and let him do some damage. And he shows you the drop. Okay, it's in there, but it doesn't happen very often.
How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Defense has the lead in the second half. Expect to see a lot of zone coverage. It's going to be tight. It's going to be hard to fit these footballs in, especially when you're throwing in the middle of the field like they were right there as the ball falls incomplete.
They were on the move, but 2 straight incompletions had them staring at 3rd and 10. Just a short pass to the tight end. Showing off the arm. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
Well, I know there's a lot of people out there thinking, hey, it's 3rd down, you got to throw to the sticks here, but I like the call getting the drag. You get the catch, he advances it a little bit, doesn't quite pick it up, but now you've set up 4th and short, and you've got to think on offense, you've got to play somewhere that can go pick up this first down.
Lagway to throw for it on 4th. He's got it, first down and more. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
Man, what a great second effort by the receiver there. Catches the football. He knows he's got to get some yards to get that first down. Nice job understanding that, getting to the sticks and getting the first down.
First and goal, and this feels like their chance to make a game of it. DJ Lagway to throw again. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Here's Lagway to pass. And it's grabbed for the late touchdown. And how about this? It's not over yet.
Well, the offense did their part. You're just trying to apply some pressure on the opponent, right? Yeah, you're down right now, but if you can find a way to get the ball back with some time on the clock, they're within striking distance still to win this game.
And he tacked on the extra point. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Brown. Crosses the 30. Breaks into the open. And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier. That last play changed everything on this possession. They've got it 1st and 10 inside the 30. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
I love the quick decision that QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The Bears call a timeout. That'll be their first. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big 3rd down coming up. They'll move the wide receiver. He'll try to do it himself. Got enough space, and he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Utah! The lead keeps growing, and so do the accomplishments. Moments away from a perfect regular season at 12-0.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Williams. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Flagway wants to throw. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Pulls it in. That's a nice pickup to give them some breathing room, and they've got it out to the 27. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running.
Man, this quarterback has been dialed in all game long. He's making outstanding decisions, and he's been so accurate throwing the football. He's now got over 350 passing yards.
And the Bears can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking downfield, it's Flagway. Trying to escape and get it himself. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line.
Well, we know the game of college football is always evolving and changing, and one of the biggest reasons why is the quarterback evolution. Dual threat.
Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
Well, that's another completion, and this quarterback's on fire. I get it. He's thrown for over 200 yards in this game, but it's because he's got people helping him out. How about that incredible job diving out, stretching out, and hauling that pass in? Quarterbacks love it when they don't have to be perfect every time they throw the football. And this group of receivers, they are helping out their QB1.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Flagway. Rushes on him. Nice move there. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. From the gun on third down, Flagway. And the deflection by the defense. Great play on third down brings us to fourth.
Now, I love the personnel group that the defense is in right now with the lead.
All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on fourth down. I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. Fourth down, Flagway. Stands in and takes the hit. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. A bold decision to go for it on fourth down, and one that did not pay off. And here we go, final play of the game right here. They go play action with Sellers. He fires to the left side. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Might as well finish with a little flair. The defense comes up with a turnover, and they can take a knee if they choose from here on out. Both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked